Hello, dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. As always, guys, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And if you haven't done so, I highly encourage it and I actually appreciate it. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. So, Taurus Gemini Cusp. And again, guys, remember these are general readings, so only take whatever applies and leave the rest. And as you can tell, I got all confused as I was starting, and that is kind of like the energy that you guys are in this week. Something is hazy, something um you're waiting for the fog to clear, um and excuse me. What tends to happen sometimes when it's foggy, we are afraid to move forward, we are afraid to walk towards something, right? Let's put it this way: if I'm outside and it's foggy and I know where the house is, and I'm outside in the woods with the dog and I'm trying to walk back, um I may walk a little slower because I don't know if I'm going in the right direction. Even though I know I'm going in the right direction, there's still kind of like this little voice, like, wait, what about if you bump into this or you bump into that, type of energy. So that is kind of like what I'm picking up, where you have been giving a very strict direction, or a strict path, where there is no questioning it, let's put it this way. But it is either like, because you don't have the full picture, you don't have everything yet, you're hesitant to take a step forward. Now this path can be in any type of any place in your life, right? This can be your finances, this can be your career, this can be your love life, or whatever it is. You're trying to wait for the fog to lift, before emerging into something, or before taking the first step. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just the only reason why I'm bringing it up is almost kind of like, well, if you already were told that this is the way to go, you should maybe practice walking in faith, and realizing that when we walk in faith is usually when we have the best time of our life, right? Because then we're able to face certain underlying fears, or yeah, I would say fear that maybe we were unaware of. So again, whatever it is that you're being told to walk forward in a certain direction, there's nothing wrong with waiting to have a little bit more of a clear picture. But as far as like any interfering or anything like that, I do not see it. The only thing that it can interfere with this, or it can stop this progress, is yourself. Because you may think that the fog is going to lift in 10 or 20 minutes, but it may actually take a couple of a couple of hours or a couple of days. So the question is, how much are you willing to wait excuse me, before going ahead and taking that step forward? um for those of you that this has to do with love, there's something about giving a time to see if this person is who they truly say they are. Now, for those of you that are contemplating getting back with an ex, you're trying to see if this person has really changed in the areas that they have changed. At the end of the day, a lot of you are going to be moving forward with this connection. Whether it lasts or not is irrelevant, because in every connection that we have, whether romantic or platonic, there is always something to learn about thyself. Okay? Alrighty. So again, there is this sense of like, you're being reminded to have patience, patience. Maybe taking shorter steps may help you gain that confidence, or that momentum to actually walk into the fog. And again, because the things seem a little hazy at this moment, some of you are just kind of like, okay, uh, it's almost kind of like you're trying to get your eyes to adjust, let's say it this way, to see through the fog, right, through the haziness. And that's okay. So whatever it is that you're being called to do at this time to kind of ground yourself, before taking the first step forward, go ahead and do so. But just know that the entire picture is not going to be crystal clear before you take action. Faith is required in this. Yes, more of the picture may be shown if you wait a little longer, but not the entire picture as you are expecting. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a few tarot just to clarify. We have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Why do we have so many cards? I only wanted 3, but let's go ahead and see what do we have here. So we have the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups. They are all in the reverse. So someone is trying to avoid going through the same thing. Someone is trying to not jump into something too quickly. Someone is trying to avoid failure. With the Four of Cups in the upright position, it's kind of like, okay, it may be a similar situation, but do not bring the energy of what occurred in the past, whether it was financially, whether it was romantically, career-wise, whatever it was, spiritually. Do not bring that energy into the new. Because when you do that, then you are calling this energy back in. You're calling this energy of what it is that you don't want back into your life. So just be very careful with that, guys, okay? Instead of focusing on what you don't want, try to focus on what it is that you are trying to manifest and what it is that you want. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out a love energy card. Now, this can be any type of relationship, romantic, platonic, career, finances, spirituality, thyself. This is just the love energy that is surrounding you this week. What felt? Something fell. What did I have there? And I just saw it falling too. It must have not been that important because it didn't break. Let's go ahead and give me one card, Spirit. Not today. Not dealing, hurt, avoiding a conversation, call, or person. Boundary. Still angry. Again, you're avoiding this this conversation when it comes to taking that step forward, right? This conversation with your future, this conversation with the path that has been shown to you. Again, because there's still residual energy from something similar that happened in the past, and you're trying to avoid having the same thing happen again. So let's go ahead and let's deal with that, right? With that energy that you're still holding from what didn't work out in the past. Work through that so that then you can go ahead and step forward in the direction that you're being shown to do so. So let's go ahead and let's pull out a closing message. Alright, Spirit, give me one card for Taurus Gemini. One card for their closing message, Spirit. There's a lot of hesitation, to be honest with you. So needing to deal with the past in this area of your life is definitely going to allow you to move forward. You're being asked, with the lady, you're being asked to enjoy growth and reap rewards. You are not the same person you were when you went into a similar situation in the past. Whatever didn't work out, whether it was financially, career, whatever scared you spiritually, whatever scared you when it comes to romance and things like that, you're not the same. You're not starting from scratch. You're starting from your experiences. So if you give yourself the time to kind of backtrack of what it is that you learned while you were in that specific situation, then you will realize that you're already ahead as you're starting again. Alrighty, so that is something that you guys really have to kind of try to work through this week. Well, guys, that is all I have. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing. Guys, take care. Love you all. Mwah. Bye-bye.